All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're exploring a really powerful, maybe even radical idea about how we face life's challenges. What if I told you that victory isn't something you have to fight for, but something you can live from? The source material we're looking at today suggests the battle's already been won, and we're going to unpack exactly what that means. So, this single verse, wow, this is the foundation for everything we're talking about today. And it immediately sets up this huge shift in how you see things. Just look at the wording here. It doesn't say you will overcome someday in the future. It says overcometh, like right now. It's not a future promise, it's a present reality. That suggests victory isn't some event you're waiting for. It's a state of being you can live in today. And that right there, that's the crucial point. The text isn't talking about some far-off future hope. Not at all. It's describing something that's real and available right now. You know, the Apostle John wasn't just writing poetry here. He was literally outlining a mindset, a way of life built on constant lived-in victory. Okay, so that naturally leads to the big question, right? If this incredible victory is for whatsoever is born of God, what on earth does that actually mean? Because let's be honest, the whole idea really hinges on us getting a handle on this identity. And the source material couldn't be clearer on this. This birth has nothing to do with your family tree or physical lineage. Nope. It's talking about a spiritual transformation, a divine act that's started and finished by God, and it completely redefines who you are, right down to your very core. And this really breaks it down for us. This new identity, it's not something you inherit from your parents, right? It's not of blood. And it's not something you can achieve through your own willpower or hard work. That's the will of the flesh. No. The texts point to something else entirely. They say it's a direct result of God's will, brought to life by His word of truth. And that's what gives a person the power, the authority, to become a child of God. And here's where it all clicks. This is the core idea right here. Think about it. If victory comes from being born of God, and that birth is a divine gift, then the victory itself can't be something you earn through struggle. It's an inheritance. It's a birthright. It just comes with the new identity. Automatically. Okay, so once you grasp that, it just shifts everything, doesn't it? It means we have to move our whole perspective away from this mindset of constant struggle and step into one of, well, established authority. Just look at this comparison. It makes it so clear. Over on the left, that's the way most of us think, right? Fighting for victory. Life feels like this constant battle, and you're just trying to get a win. But look at the perspective on the right, the one from our source text, fighting from victory. See the difference? Here, the win is already in the bag. It's secured. So challenges, they're not threats anymore. They're just opportunities to demonstrate a victory that you already own. It's a totally different starting point. And the source states this as a fact, a done deal, a past tense accomplishment. It's basically saying that just by being born of God, you have already conquered the world's systems, all its pressures, and its corrupting influences. That's the foundation you're supposed to be living from every single day. Okay, so that's the big idea, the theology behind it, and it's a powerful one for sure. But here's the real question. How does this actually translate into daily life? You know, when the rubber meets the road. How do you live from this position of victory when things get genuinely tough? Well, the source text actually gives us a really practical mental training plan. So step one, it's all about remembering who you are. Constantly, day in and day out, reminding yourself you are born of God. Step two, you got to affirm your power. That means actually speaking it out loud, declaring your victory over whatever pressures you're facing. And third, and this one's huge, you refuse to be moved. You just don't let circumstances or sickness or negativity call the shots and dictate your reality. And this brings us full circle, right back to that opening verse. Faith. Faith is the key. It's what unlocks and activates this whole reality. The text says it's your faith in what Christ has already done that has given you the victory. See? Past tense again. So faith isn't the thing that wins the battle for you. Faith is what allows you to accept the victory that's already been won. And get this. The source material even gives us a practical tool to help put this into action. It's a prayer, but it's not a prayer where you're asking for victory. It's one where you're declaring it. Let's take a look. So the prayer kicks off with that same firm decision we just talked about. I refuse to be moved. That's a powerful stance. It's a declaration of stability, of authority. It's not some hopeful wish. It's a statement about your current reality. It's you affirming, I am already living triumphantly over all the world's systems. And then it wraps up by pointing to where the power comes from. And this is so important. It's not from your own willpower or just thinking positive. The source is crystal clear. This victory is put into action by the power of God's Spirit and through His Word. It connects everything right back to where it all started, that divine origin. So, let's bring it all home. The central message here, the big takeaway, is this. Victory over the challenges of life isn't some battle you still have to win. It's a reality you're invited to live from. It's your birthright, something that comes part and parcel with this new identity. And that really leaves us with one last powerful question to think about. Because this isn't just some interesting idea, right? It's a perspective you can actually apply. So think about your own life, the challenges you're facing right now. If you truly believe, deep down, that your victory is already a done deal, how does that change the way you're going to walk through the rest of your day today?